It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Come on, set! 43 rail. Yellow, lining.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22 needle. Ready.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ready, set.
2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now Lance wants to change him up.
10 cycles.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Steel, black. Blue striker.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that going against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
10.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way, no gain at all for the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 4 yards out. And the 49ers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. That is caught. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 58 yards. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that,
you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Ready.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Trouble, 38.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Drill green.
They do go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 5:97.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
On the counter, Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a play fake. Lance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Red, yellow.
To throw, it's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On second down, Cook. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Tonyan, 30 yards. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing now is Lance. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
On play action, Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interception.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 at first.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Smith ready.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Off play action, Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Landry now on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust. And that's what they're able to find them in this type of a situation.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Ready?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong next.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking deep here from Mooney. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Fields.
Able to get away. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams
that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to throw, Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A play fake, now Fields to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Set, hut. Slow check. Ready.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Right back to Mitchell here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now 2nd and 9.
Claws red.
2nd and 9 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Smash red. Slide blue. Black ultra. Hut.
Lance looking to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! George Kittle from 13 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Fields now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down, Fields. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go.
Off play action. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. That is caught at the 7. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Come on, set.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's out right at the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Down. Trouble, 38. Hut.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Striker, 3-3.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for first.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 41-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Got it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
52 blaster.
Give running right is Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On the ready.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Green Jack. Steel black. Blue striker. Hut.
To throw, it's Lance. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Ready.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Drill green. Rail yellow. Set.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Ready.
Mitchell is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Switch yellow. Check white. Black swap. Ready.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2nd and 9. On play action, Fields.
His throw incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Robbie Chosen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it out here, the 40 to the 39. 71 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Nick Bosa able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now Landry. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
A strong running. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Right, 97. Set, go.
Another run with Mitchell.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run for it with Penny. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And the Bears will get the football back.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And this is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
Play action. It's Fields.
Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown.
Dan Arnold there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black Ultra.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Cook. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bears 28, 49ers 7. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Come on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A give here to Mitchell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it. It's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Blaster, 6. Fury, yellow. Ready.
Lance now on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 78 yards, and the Niners get a bit closer. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Third down, Dalvin Cook. Shreds him with a stiff. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 20. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This is first and 10.
Black shot.
On first and 10, here's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here's second down.
Green jack.
Here's Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown.
or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Drill green.
Desperation time here. Lance. George Kittle. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Fields.
Steps away to his left. There's a nice move. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready?
On 1st down, Lance.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They said beginning of the season they wanted to